What's going on, everybody? My name is Robbie Diesel with The Curated Culture, and this is the brand new LG Velvet. Now, the LG Velvet is going to be LG's brand new flagship feature phone with a mid-range headset price point. The Velvet is actually going to be taking the place of the LG G series phone. So with the G8, G9, that was the end of that model, and going forward they're going to be rolling with the LG Velvet, which again, it has premium features, premium design, mid-range cost. What are these premium features? What is the premium design, you might ask? Well, let's take a look. Now, for starters, the LG Velvet borrows a lot of cues from some of the premium Samsung handsets. In fact, if they didn't have the giant LG logo on the back of this phone, I could easily mistake it for a Samsung Galaxy device. And the reason why is it has almost the same sort of design elements, right? There's only the power button on the right hand side here. Your volume and your Google Assistant buttons are on the left hand side, and LG has implemented something that they're calling a 3D arc design. What that does is it gives the phone a slight curve on both the front and the back of the device, which A, makes it really thin, but B, it's supposed to make it a little more ergonomically friendly, which it does do that for sure. It fits pretty decent in your hand, but when you're using it, it also feels a bit sharp because of where those edges meet. It creates this really fine line, and it feels like you're holding a really sharp piece of metal almost. This is a 6.8 inch OLED full vision display, and essentially what that means is LG's coming after the Galaxy's Infinity O display. They even borrowed a little bit of a cue with the hole punch camera right at the top there. It looks really nice though. The screen, you can tell, is a really high quality, high density display, and the colors, from my testing at least, really shine through. It really looks nice. It's a treat to watch YouTube videos on here and play a couple of video games. It's pretty solid. I like that aspect of it. Now, around the back of this guy, LG has a brand new camera sensor, which they are calling the raindrop sensor. Starts with a very large camera sensor at the top, and then it just kind of minimizes all the way down to where you have just a flash on the bottom there. I think it's a really neat design. I'm not really sure how useful it'll be, but I mean, it adds to the uniqueness of the device at least. So the three lenses on the back is your 48 megapixel standard sensor. There's an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and then there's a 5 megapixel depth sensor, which is basically going to be used for your portrait mode and give you that nice bokeh effect on your photos. Now, these cameras are capable of recording in 4K, but I'm pretty sure it's capped out at 30 frames per second. There isn't really an option to change up to 60 frames per second in 4K, but you can shoot in full HD in 60 frames per second, which that's essentially going to be 1080p. 60 frames per second. Either way, the video quality is still pretty solid, and I found it quite enjoyable to use the camera on here. I was surprisingly shocked by how good the photo quality was. I was honestly expecting another LG gimmick camera, but photos were pretty decent. The Velvet also borrows a couple of design cues from some of the previous G series phone in LG's family, including the 3D sound, which basically pumps the sound from the speakers around the display, so you get a really immersive experience when you're watching videos or when you're playing a game. Now, ironically enough, one of the more surprising features on this device has nothing to do with the software or even the design itself. Believe it or not, this guy still has a headphone jack on the bottom. And in this day and age, it's very rare to find a phone that has both USB Type-C for your charging and a headphone jack. So kudos, LG. Rounding out some of the features, the phone is boasting, allegedly, all-day battery, which pretty much is going to mean you're going to get probably 10 to 12 hours on a single charge. You do get USB Type-C rapid charging in here and wireless charging capability, so pretty standard feature set, par for the course, so to speak. All in all, it's a pretty solid phone. Again, I really like the design on there. It feels like a premium handset, although at first glance, it does look a lot like a Samsung device, and I get it. I know LG is trying to make up for a little bit of lost ground, at least here in the States. So I would have liked to have a little more unique design to it, but hey, if you're gonna copy a phone, why not go after the king? Alright guys, that was a brief look at the brand new LG Velvet. Price point starts at about 600 bucks, which again is that mid-range price that LG talks about quite a bit. But at that price point, it's a great phone. I would actually put it right in line with the Samsung Galaxy S10, maybe a step below the S20, definitely a step below the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. But yeah, I mean, I would put it in the same company as the iPhone 11 for sure. Thank you guys so very much for checking this out. If you liked this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Also drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the brand new LG Velvet. Is this something you're gonna get? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and after you subscribe, turn on that bell icon so you get notified every time we upload. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Robbie Diesel. You can catch me at Robbie Diesel on the tweets, on the Instagrams, everywhere where there's social media to be had. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.